Hello, folks, and welcome back to Mindustry. We're here on our planet. This is the intersect. You can see that we have all stuff set up in that area that we finally cleared out. I'd love to know what this stuff is and what I can do with it. I just don't know right now. In our pumping area here, we don't have a way to actually pump any liquids. So I guess that's something that's coming down the road here. But when you click on the area, you can see all of the different resources. Slag is one of them, but also it has that other one there, but I don't know what it is. We're going to go over to Atlas today because that's the next one available. It is an enemy base with a high threat area. Taking a look at our tech tree real fast. Can't do anything because we don't have thorium. Can't do anything because we don't have surge. We could actually do the reinforced liquid tank if we wanted to, but I'm going to hold off on that just for a hot second, just while we look at the other things. The tungsten, we could do that if we wanted to. We have actually a decent amount of tungsten, so I'm going to do that. And then we have a blast door. Sure. We can't do the surge wall because we don't have surge, and everything else over here is Dunzo. All of this is Dunzo. We have to... Okay, so we're going to get something here. If we land on Atlas, we're going to get something new out of the mech fabrication. This one is Ravine. This one is Peaks. And we have to research oxides. Okay. I'm excited because there's just so much new stuff that I don't understand. And we zoom out here, you can see there's a decent amount of tech tree that we have uncovered, but it's nothing like what we had before. So as we continue to grow out and do stuff, I'm really excited to see what's going on here. But let's jump into Atlas here today and see what that brings us. All right, this sector contains varied terrains and will require a variety of units to attack effectively. Upgraded units may be also necessary to get past certain enemy bases detected here. Ooh, that's interesting. We have to research the electrolyzer, which we saw last time, and a tank fabricator. Tanks are exciting. Everybody likes tanks, right? So let's go ahead and launch in here. We'll pause right away. Not because we need to lay the land, but because I want to go into the research area. And I also like / hate that we start off with stuff like this. Like, it's cool that we get it, but it's also kind of weird. And these rocks are really interesting. Look at that. It's like coral kind of looking. I like it. I dig that a lot. All right, so taking a look here, we have our crushers. Great. We have graphite, which we can definitely get more. We have more beryllium up there that we can get. There's more here that we're getting. And we have a silicon. Oh, man, we're cooking with gas as far as that goes right now. Fantastic. Let's go over into our research area and see what we have. So down here, we have a tank fabricator. We can afford it, thank God. And we get a locust, which fires alternating bullets at enemy targets. It has a lot of health. What does it compare to with like something like this guy? Whoa. How about this guy? Whoa. How about this guy? That's probably the one that's closest. Whoa. Okay. So tank is wild as far as how much stuff it has. And just needs silicon and tungsten. Tungsten sucks to mine, quite honestly. I really suck at it, but whatevs. What else do we have here? No. Ooh, reinforced conveyor. Moves payloads for sure. Router, we don't have enough to afford that yet. What do we got over here? The electrolyzer. Okay. We just need more tungsten collected before we can do anything with that. I should have, read all the things I'm supposed to do instead of doing this thing, which I'll probably never use. But we have that. All right. So there are 4 enemy cores. We go out to our map. We don't know where they're at necessarily. I'm going to go with they're down because our pathway over here and here are blocked, but we have that. All right. So taking a look here, we don't have a lot of resources, so we're going to mine by hand here for a hot second as we try to collect some resources. And we already have defenses set up, which is a huge bonus. That never happens for us, so I'm pretty psyched about that. We do have a massive problem where we don't have enough power, so we're going to build up some more power here in just a moment. There is luckily a vent not too far away that we should be able to rock and roll with here. Let's go ahead and build those real fast. That will help us mine more quickly. And then we can gather up all the things we need from all of that. We still need to discover tungsten in this area so that we can hopefully do something with it. But if we don't find it, I don't know how we're going to be successful here because we need to be able to get the electrolyzer. It told us that. I don't know what the electrolyzer does, but we need it. So I'm going to build these out, and we're going to go through and get some... That's what I want? Yeah. Get these and just set them up all right there. Oops. So you can't drag these, which is kind of annoying. Because I'd rather just, drag them to have them be set up, but not a thing. Okay. So get that, that. Bam. There we go. That looks good. Those are all our crushers. Don't really care about those right now, per se. These guys are going to feed down and go into that. I just want to have this stuff flowing in here as much and as fast and all of the things as possible. We're going to need some more here, so we'll get these set up as well. I suppose I could do that, but I don't really see the need of that. So those are going to go down there. Bam. And bam. Power-wise, we're just breaking even, which is totally fine for what we're trying to accomplish right now. We need to get more going. And I wish these were faster. I don't know how to speed them up or if there's another... Ooh, there's more graphite down there. Okay. But I want there to be another way to speed these things up. This area down here is interesting, but it's outside of our range of our protected units, really. So we're going to move this one down, like, let's say here. I think I have enough units and resources to build that. We'll build on a protective wall, like so. Then we'll get our duct router out here. Bam. Bring that over and straight on down. And that expands our visible area where we have even more beryllium over here. We have more graphite. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Get that bad boy set up. And we'll slowly but surely try to get all of this in place. Okay, that should be lined up. That's lined up. There we go. All right. The whole reason for doing that was to generate more power so we can get these guys over here done a little better, hopefully. So we're going to copy that. 1, 2, and 3. Actually, let me pull those in a little bit more because we're not actually blocking anything by doing it this way. There we go. All right, I'm cool with all of that. Let's see if we can get this to feed where we need it to feed, which is hopefully into this thing. And then we really need to start generating some units. So I'm going to go with the not the tank fabricator. Ship fabricator, mech fabricator. Oh no, this one, yeah. Hold on. Oh, there's tank refabricator. Did I get that wrong? I had to have gotten that wrong, right? Ship fabricator, mech fabricator, tank refabricator. Okay, so the tank fabricator is where I think we want to be. All right. So the tank one is going to go here. Sure. We'll put that guy going there. We'll have to power that up. All right. And what else do you need? You need... Oh, beautiful. You don't need like crazy resources. You just need a few of our basics. So it's going to get built there. And that's going to come across over here, over there, and down into that. Okay, that should work. Power-wise, we're doing okay. I don't know why this keeps saying it's fluctuating. It shouldn't be. And this guy, I'm going to have them offload right there. And the only real reason for that is because I don't know what exists over here. We have at least 2 defensive structures here. We got nothing over here except for the one. So we're a little more heavy on this side, so I'll let it be a little more heavy on that side. And I suppose I should let them fly around, but flying things don't really seem to matter because the cliffs, they don't go really high. So I'm going to just try to discover enemy cores a little further out. I'm assuming what's going to happen here is we're going to find a core that's going to have tungsten. We'll take that core out. We'll be able to adopt it as our own. We'll be able to do some more stuff with it and then move forward from there, is my guess. If I was a betting man, which I am not, that's what I would bet on. But who knows what's going to actually transpire here. I am going to strengthen that area up just a tad, just to make sure that I have everything covered. Okay. And I think do I want to just go exploring with just one of these? Yeah, let's just go exploring with one and see what it does for us. Who knows? I could send another one out the other way, but I'm not that bold. All right, so we got more power over there. That's a good thing for us. We got lots more graphite and lots more beryllium. Okay. I'm going to stick to the inside walls here just for a little bit while we go exploring. Oh, nope. We found one place that we don't want to play with right now. I'm assuming this is going to wrap up and go right over there. So more beryllium, more power, which right now our only power source are these vents. We don't know anything else as far as being able to produce power or do anything with it. So who knows? Oh, more power over there. Fantastic. Oh, tungsten. Yay. And we have power over there for it. And we should be able to set up some defensive structures around there for it. So we should probably have another core somewhere over here. I'm not going for that yet because I do want to make sure I discover as much as I possibly can before I dive into any more stuff. Don't love what's going on here though. All right, so we're gonna throw a couple more, hopefully some roadblocks here. Get another one of those, bam and bam. Expand out those walls a bit. I'm just trying to cover bases right now. That's really what I want to do. And I'm hoping that we don't have bad guys that don't decide to loop around there. Although we do have these guys to help us out a bit. But right now, I feel better with that wall of stuff over there. This guy is just chilling, doing his thing. All right, so we got the slag, which I'm assuming is going to allow us to fly out to one of these cores. We're going to have to fly somewhere. There's not a core over here, which is encouraging as well, because we can hopefully build this area out and lock this wall off, and then we'll see what's what. We have more slag. I'm hoping that there's even more. There's another power source. Okay. Don't like this big open area right here. So we'd have to block this off too, I think, in order to be more successful, but who knows? And I'm just going to keep exploring right now. I don't really care about this unit in particular. I'm sorry, unit. But I want to just see what we have as options farther out here. Okay, so there's another enemy core. Go back. We don't want to tempt fate at all. We just kind of want to explore as much as we possibly can without getting in too much trouble. All right, so we know on this one here, there's a wall that we have to crawl over. So that's non-negotiable. We have to do that. Over here, I think we're going to set up some more facilities for defense over there. This crew is going to come over here, and hopefully we'll see what happens. Oh, they're going over that way. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. So we have some power deficiencies in that area. It's all right. That's an easy problem to solve. And it looks like these guys are handling it pretty well. I do want to make sure we block off our power production. That seems to be what they're targeting. I don't know if that's programmed in or if it's just what they're doing. I can repair that. Let's repair you. Repair you. Repair you. Repair you. And I want to get some ships to automate all this stuff, but that's not a thing we're doing right now. Okay. So these guys are just going to be set over here for now. We'll set up our turbine areas and all of that. Get some power set up, which I think is going to be that simple. Fantastic. All right. And then we're going to go in here and get our impact drill. Put it there. And I'd love to get another one, but I don't think that's going to be a thing that we can do. We can't do anything with these liquid tanks because we don't have the stuff for them, but that's okay. Run all of that into there. And for whatever reason, this is like the most annoying thing to me right now is that these guys don't want to kind of join in with all that. Oh, crap. Hey guys, come down and help out. Go attack them. Go destroy them. Crap, crap, crap. See, they just kind of burrow into what we're doing, which is weird. So get that set up. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. The real problem is I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not good at this, and I'm not comfortable with where we're at right now or where I need to be at. So I'm just kind of flying blind right now and hoping and praying and dreaming that everything's going to be okay. And it will eventually be okay, but we have some, we're going to have some pain to go through before we get there. So we got that. Bam and bam. Cool. My God, they really want to, they're all about attacking our power sources, like hardcore. All right, so I just need to bury all of these in walls, basically, is what it's telling me. So we'll do that, and we'll see what happens. Then I'm going to have to build some breaches to defend this area in particular, because we need it. So we'll do that. All of this is going to come over there and up and over and down. And this one's going to go down. Then bring that over and down. That one over and down. And then we'll throw a router like that. And then I suppose it's going to want me to do something like this. And then I'm going to also reinforce this area to the best of my ability, which is not a lot of ability, but it's more than 0. So we're going to go in and do that. I need to have a place to put all of this stuff. Let's go back to this area and see if we have enough for what was I supposed to do? The electrolyzer, right? Not the reinforced fault. Where's the electrolyzer thing at? That's it right there, right? It converts water into hydrogen and ozone gas, outputs resulting gases in 2 opposite directions marked by corresponding colors. Okay, I have no idea what that means, but I'm interested. Is that in our manufacturing area? Yeah. But it requires tungsten, which that means we're probably going to get tungsten in this section, right? That's what that hopefully means. So those are going to go there. You're going to put those guys over there, and that should at least balance out some of that stuff. All right. I'm going to pause the game again. Let's take a look at our unit stuff here. We have our tank fabricator and then, or no, I have to see, I don't know. So it goes mech. So mech fabricator, and then we have our tank one. Upgrades, input tank units into the second tier. So that means we have to put a mech in there, or do we put a tank in there? It has to be a tank, right? Okay. And what does the tank one, it needs, we can't build it. We don't have the units yet. Okay, this one needs tungsten. Okay. And then we can get the mech fabricator. Okay. So I'm going to have to build some convoluted setup here. Let me get rid of those real fast. We'll take those and go over like so. Oh, we have these guys in the way. That's why they're causing problems for us. All right, so I'm going to take that and bring that all the way up here and there, and you're going to go like that. And we just need to get this dumped into the core right now is really what we're trying to do. We're not really being fancy people or doing anything fancy in particular. We're just salvaging resources as we can here. All right, so that's going to go up there. I can dump that in there like so. And now hopefully we'll be able to collect more of this stuff. It does have water. Like, it's so weird how the water in this game works. I don't understand it. But what I'm learning here is, well, I shouldn't say what I'm learning. What I'm starting to deduce a little bit here. Oh, we can build over this stuff? Okay, so that's not actually in the way. Interesting. Okay. But stuff like our base unit stuff, just like the main version of the game, is incredibly important. And if you don't have it, you're kind of screwed. Like in the original OG version of this, if you don't have copper, you're in deep doo-doo. And it looks like if we don't have beryllium here, we're also going to be in deep doo-doo. So we'll do that. That's going to go up on that line too, because why not? But I think I might put another one of these guys in there. And what I'm also going to try to do is do a router, but not put it in the most obvious spot. We'll wrap it around, so there's a chance to load up and then have excess ammo in there. Even though ammo seems to take forever in this game, I want to make sure we have some basic stuff. Otherwise, unit-wise, let's see. We have the tank. I want a ship fabricator as well, I think. That requires that we get the elude, which is set up with those two things. Okay, so I think I can... Ship fabricator is going to also come off of that. All right, so we have that guy going there, and this one can go into there. And I should be... that should work, I think. Okay. I don't know if all the stuff is actually going in there or not, but I'm going to put these guys out there. Let's get this crew over with them. This guy is going to go over there too. And we're just going to send these Stells. It's a weird name. But we're going to send them over and do something with them. I don't know what exactly, but we'll try. So I'll load these up. We're going to head on south. And we know where they're at. I would like to get a little bit more information. I'd like to go a little farther down here. And I know I can't do anything against those. I need the mech units to do that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So that thing is, the diffuse is powerful. All right, we need to shut off its power. There we go. All right, guys, escape, escape, escape. Run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away. Ba-doo-ba-doo. Okay, I don't like that our stuff right there is wide open. So we're gonna... Oof. That's bad news bears right there. Holy crap, what is going on? Go knock those guys out. We can't have it. We cannot have those guys exist in those areas. Alright, luckily they didn't hurt us there at all. But you can see they're getting bolder and better and doing basically everything that I can't do. So... And by everything I can't do, I mean, I don't know how to do. So I'm going to put another breach up here, I guess. I very, very, very much wish I had another way to build stuff, but I don't. But at least that covers that area. Okay. This one, we're going to build a little wall around this, I guess. The nice thing is that we have the layers of defense, so we don't have to worry about too much stuff, but this is a step up from where we were before. Like, this is much, much more intense. All right, so these guys are going to come over there. That means we'll have 7 of them to attack, 3 or 4 of which will look injured. But I need to get this thing attacked. We need to start taking care of their cores and hopefully dealing with the output of that is not going to be too horrifying. Oh, look, they rebuilt stuff. That's not good. That's very bad for us. All right, so we're going to keep attacking that wall as they pick us off. One by one, we'll take care of that area. Run away, run away. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've established that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, right? Like, that's very, very clear. Because I want it to be very, very clear that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. If it wasn't clear before, it should be crystal, painstakingly clear right now. And they just have units for days of all kinds of different stuff. All right, so we have that. We'll box off that area. Power-wise, how we doing? Not the best, but not the worst either. Okay. We have a little gap right in here, which I'm not thrilled with, but I can't really do too much about it, I don't think. Let me pause this real fast and see if we can just build a small little sector right there. Let's get them some power at least so they can start mining for us. We'll rebuild that one once we have a chance. Oh, goodness. I feel so out of my depth. I felt so good going into this. Not this particular world, but this planet. Or should I say originally, this sector. I felt just so good. Like, I understood the game, how it works, what's going on with it. Now I feel nothing. Everything's terrible. I don't like it. Let's see if aerial assault is better here. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case at all. Nope, we need to get out of there. Let's just go exploring with these real fast and just see how far down we can get into this route. Oh, can't go that way. But I can fly over slag here, so let's go do that. I can feel somewhat accomplished, and not accomplished at all, but I can at least figure out some things. Oh, we found another spot here of their treachery. Okay, so we know we found at least 3 of their spots. It doesn't really mean that much for us, but we know they exist at a minimum. Oh, goodness. Okay. So let's pause again. I need the mechs, and we definitely need the tank refabricator. What does it need for that stuff? Oh, that's why we need that. The electrolyzer thingy. Is it that one? Yes, but in order to build it, can we build it? We can build it. Okay, cool. It converts water into hydrogen. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. What but? Okay. Okay. Interesting developments, but not entirely helpful developments. All right, let's see if we can just take a tank force. All right, this crew I want to download or to go down there now. All right, I'm going to take this tank force and just see if I can just kind of bull rush. I'm not a big fan of this plan because I don't have a lot of tanks. But we can at least concentrate fire on what we plan on here. And then knock that out. And then we can hopefully... Okay, we got that breach. Alright, come on guys. Go do the Lord's work. Knock out the bad guys. Alright, I'm going to pause this real fast because I'm going to bring these guys down to attack that. And hopefully we can keep stuff in view. My goodness. Oh my goodness. There's so much to worry about in this one. I don't know what to be concerned with. I have to be concerned with everything. And that's the most frustrating part of this is I don't know how to do the things it's asking me to do. All right. So let's back up here. We need more silicon. That's going to be our key thing that I think we need. And right now we're lacking sand for it a little bit. Not a lot, but enough. So I'm going to add some more of those. We'll get those. Nope. We'll get those in there. We'll build on that. All right. And what I'm disappointed by is that like every time we do stuff, they just come around and like bowl us out of the way and it's game over for us. All right. So the tank refabricator, we can't do, we need the hydrogen with that. But in order to get the hydrogen, oh, I can build the hydrogen thing. Okay. Okay. So I can do that. Just need to find a place to do it properly. So we're going to set up a new silicon production facility, I think. Just to judge again, need sand and graphite. So graphite we can find. Okay, we're going to build it over here, I think. So bam, 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 and bam. Okay, happy with that. So we got those, then that can go there. This guy can exist over there, and there, and there. How are we doing power-wise? We're doing fine-ish. Okay. We'll do that. That's going to go to a tank fabricator. No, it has to go to silicon. My bad. All right, so the silicon arc furnace thing is going to go up here. I'm trying to just keep stuff relatively safe. I don't know if that's a good plan or not, but it seems logical to me. So we'll wrap all of this around like that. We'll bring it up here like so. And then that should all be able to go over. I think will work. We'll find out, I guess. Okay, so that's going, which is what I wanted. Then I can bring in my sand crusher things, cliff crushers, that's what they're called. Man, that was a really good spot for those. So those are actually going to get removed there and removed there. And then this is going to get rebuilt like so, because that's a really good spot for the cliff crushers. And we're still, I mean, we're dealing with issues down here. Not a big fan of what's going on here. All right, so let's go to our cliff crushers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough, but it's going to be enough to get started with. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All of that's going to go down there like so. Power-wise, we're still producing power. Not a ton of power, but we are producing it. All right. Now here comes the hard part. Our tank fabricator is going to be right there. I'll put 1, 2, 3. We'll get that powered up. All right, and that needs beryllium too. So we have that there. So I can put the duct thingamajigger like so. I should be able to do that. Okay. We're doing that. All right. Now, before I do anything else, I need to also get the tank refabricator on here. And then I have to figure out what that needs because I don't know. All right. What does that need? It needs silicon. It needs... I need to go in and see what this needs. Tech tree. What do you need? The locust is what it's called. And tungsten. That sucks. Okay. So we'll get that going out like so. We're going to come up here, over, up there, over, up there, over, and into there. Okay. And then we also need to have our whatever that is. I don't know what they actually consider that. I'm going to try putting that out there, which means we're going to need to set up more defenses for it, which we'll handle in a moment. All right, we'll see how this goes. This seems like a terrible plan. Not feeling this plan at all right now. But I don't really have any other options. I don't know what else to do. And we're using up a ton of our resources to get this going. So power-wise, we're still using up way too much power. But I don't know what else to do. Alright, so then I can take this. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. Bam. 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 Okay. So at least we have that hole partially covered, I guess. We're doing good on the power now. I don't know why we were doing so bad before. And then the electrolyzer. All right, so what we're going to convert water into hydrogen and ozone gas. This guy needs, which one? Needs the blue-ish one. So it needs that guy. Okay. I'm assuming I can just take the conduit, bring it out and run it in. You know what assuming does, but we're going to find out together, folks. All right, so I'm going to take this, bring it over and throw it up into there. We got some new content unlocked. We're producing it. This one's starting to get up there. And I'm going to throw that there. And hopefully with the locust, that's what it's called, right? We'll be in much better shape. Impact drills, how much power does that use up? 160. Good God. Okay, so we can't really afford one right now. And if I want to store this stuff, I can't because I just can't. And is treating hydrogen as a liquid? So if I were to just take this and put it over here, can I do that? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Oh, look at that. Look at that bad boy. Okay. Let's get a few of those set up here. I'm going to actually have this factory output those over here for now. And we're still making these guys. Cool. Because we have units over the air as well that we have to be concerned with. And I don't know if we're going to need to make mechs or not. My God, there's so much. So much that we have to be considerate of and take into account. And I have no idea what I'm doing, which is how I live most of my life. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's a little extra right now. Power-wise, we're doing just fine. look at that. We have finally, we have an actual real connection with that stuff. Can I put in a container there? Just to have that fill up so that this guy continues to produce. I don't know what we're going to do with the ozone. I have no idea, but I want to play with it. Hydrogen's going down. I'm going to take these guys and move them over here, I guess. So we got 9 of them, which is not enough. And I know already that they rebuilt all of this, which is going to annoy me greatly, but I just have to deal with it. This whole crew is going to exist over here, I guess. I could set up a defensive line right there, I suppose. I just need power for them all. Yeah, you can see they already rebuilt, which sucks. All right, I want to take the 2 that we have because we're not building another one right now. We're still waiting on tungsten because it is the worst resource so far in this game to gather. Let's see what these guys can do here. All right, so those are going to go in and attack that. Again, I don't know what their attack status is, how good or bad they are at all of this. And we're trying to attack with all of the stuff that we have. The only units we don't have currently are the mechs. And I'm okay with that, I guess. They are actually throwing stuff at us, which they haven't done, I don't think, in a little while. Okay. I'm going to let these guys wreck house a little bit here. I'm going to try to open up a small opening, and then we're going to wreck house hopefully there. Take care of the bad guys. Okay. Take out their power sources. Take out their other power sources. They really respond when you don't give them what they are looking for here. Okay. There's a core that we are currently attacking. Move these guys down. And you guys are going to sit as kind of filler over here. We have one more locust, which I rather enjoy that we have those as options. So this crew is going to come in. We know we have another breach over here that we're going to attack, hopefully with ruthless abandon. Going to attack another one over here. Nope. Stay back. We don't want to get attacked by more than we need to. Okay. That should be enough to attack that core. Thank God we have more units that we can send down there. So I'm going to send this crew right there. These guys I'm going to send down here. It's not pretty. And I think we've already recorded longer than any of our previous videos. But we need to in order to try to win our current setup here. And oh, I still have the spaceship, guys. Yeah, these guys. Come on down, guys. Let's go play. I need you as some aerial protectants here. Keep my ground forces safe. That will make life a whole lot easier for us. Alright, we can't see what the status of that core is, but you can see it is being damaged. We are rapidly trying to attack it and hopefully knock it out here. Alright, what? Oh, there we... Okay, so we wiped out that core, and when we wipe out the core, it removes all of their stuff. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, we don't want to go there yet. We don't want to go there yet. We can sit right here and be nice. Because we can rebuild a core. We can start up production, or at least have an offensive facility right there. We don't have the ability to build locusts there. But we do have at least the ability to do a little bit more there as far as some basic defense and all of that. All right. So how do I want to approach this is the real question. Because I also have... I paused it real fast. We also have the diffuses, which only use graphite. So I could theoretically just make a couple of those and pop them in there and be ready to roll. And the breaches cannot reach that area, which is wonderful. So I'm going to set up a power unit back here, I think. We'll set up some very basic structures. All right, we'll do something like that, I think, for now. Again, this is not final. This is just what I need to do to survive. All right, we have those. And by what I need to survive, it's what I think I need to survive. I don't really know. All right, so we have that. Those are going to flow on back there. And that one's going to go in there. That will go there. Duct router will go right there. And we're going to need some defensive structures around that. All right. We were lucky to get that built pretty quick. Like, really quick. Way faster than I thought we would. We'll get all of that in there. We don't have enough for the core bastion yet, which is going to go there eventually. But we have a start. Okay. I'm going to pause real fast. I'm going to take the Stells. Can I get them down here? I can. Okay. That was my next question. Can I use those to infiltrate that area? This one's going to be a little tougher. I'm hoping that I can backdoor and go in that way. But I don't know if that's the case or not. So those are going to go there. You are going to come down here. And I guess we'll put that over here as well, just for funsies. So we're going to start unloading guys over there now. These I'm going to have unload right there, I think. I wish I had a way to heal my units as well. I don't have that right now, which would be incredibly useful. Power-wise, we're not doing the best, so I'm going to grab another unit of power and put it over there. And just try to outfit us with a little bit more. All right, that should at least provide some more consistent power for us. I think I might want to throw some radars on out here too. And really what I'm looking for is that I can visually see what's out there. That's really what my main concern is right now. We have a whole bunch of this cool stuff available to us as well. Okay. I'm feeling a little better. Not great, but just that little bit better is always a nice feeling. Oh, goodness. Where do we go from here? All right, so this crew is going to come down with the rest of our crew over here. Did we unlock any new technology? Nope. Nope. Well, we can, but why? Okay. Now, we can't really do much more with any of that. I don't know what this actually gives us if we do that. So we're going to wait for the rest of this crew to develop and get over there. I'm going to throw another one of these in there just because I don't trust what I did. And we don't need much more in the way of another core. What I'm hoping is I can set up a nice production facility for the arc furnace, because that would be nice to have. We have graphite and spades down here. We can set up a nice little production facility for it. Should be good. But it does require that we have all of the units. So we'll put that in there. Okay. Plasma, plasma. Plasma, plasma. Plasma. Plasma, plasma. All right, that all looks good. Set up another power area there. That transfer there. We already know we need to protect these like the gifts that they are. Oh, they're attacking. Here they come. They're coming, they're coming, they're coming. You can see they're actually more concerned with my units than they are anything else. They didn't really do much damage to... Oh, they heard that one. They did not like that one right there. All right, let's move back a little bit, knock them out. Oh, these guys are out of ammo. Is that what the case is here? Okay. Those guys are just out of ammo. Okay, I can deal with that potential issue. This area here is fine. All right. I already forgot we're gonna build we're gonna build a silicon production facility here. Okay. So we need to have these. I'm gonna put these out somewhere out here. And I would like to have two of them. The reason for having two is that we can hopefully satisfy a little bit more than what we had before. So those guys are going there. That one's going to go there. Fantastic. Nope. Can't do... I don't want to build over a power vent. That's just bad news bears for us. All right, I'm going to pause real fast. We're going to go back over here. We're going to go to Cliff Crusher. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. All right, let's see what we got. If we can get all of this set up. So that group of 3 is going to come down and over into there. This group is 4, so I'm actually going to output this one into there. That one can go over like that. We need to get these guys power still. Which I actually don't think I can do properly. Oh, no, we can. JK, LOL. All right. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay. Now we can have those output into other areas. Power-wise, my goodness, we're drawing way too much. We're still drawing way too much. There we go, and we're finally on the plus side of power on that side. Okay. So we at least can come in the backside on this one. Nope, don't go too far, guys. Don't get ahead of yourselves. We just want to slowly disrupt our lives. We don't want to totally disrupt it. We have 3 enemy cores remaining. And we're trying to be as stealthy here as possible. It's so random to be able just to fly into these areas and not, like, be shot at right away. It's weird. I don't like it. So go ahead and attack that one. That's more dangerous than the unit is. And then we can slowly, ever so slowly, start sneaking up on their power source. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, just knock out there. Now knock out that. And if we play our cards right, that should be... Okay, cool. You guys can now come in this way. We're going to come right over there. Oh, we got to go around. Interesting. Okay. So that wall is a real thing that we do need to be concerned with. All right. We got that area taken care of. Fantastic. So that's 2 cores. Lots of power areas. Lots of stuff. Just go investigate everything, guys. I'm not asking too much. Okay. So now we need mechs for this area here. We cannot do it without that. Okay. Good to know. We're going to keep this crew down here, I think. Because we don't know what's there. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Did you see that? Down here, they were trying to rebuild stuff. Unless I completely missed the game. Oh, yeah. Look. They're starting to rebuild stuff. All right, so that's our next core that we need to deal with. But we can stay right here and keep them fairly well occupied, I think. I don't know. I think we can. All right, this area. Do I want to try to do an assault from the air? Why not? Let's try. Just knock out that one guy. Okay, we did that without any problem. So let's go now and take that one out if we can. And that one. And I'm going to sit back and let them do their thing. I'm not going to intervene. Like normally what I would want to do is go through and knock out that breach and do all that. I'm not going to do that here because if we knock out that core, all of this goes away and we don't have to worry about it. But I would like to knock out their power so that they can stop feeding their core with anything. It's over here. Oh, there's nothing big deal. We can... Okay. So another core. Toast. All right. I'm feeling a little better about life right now. All right, guys, let's retreat. Let's just come up here and be sane for a little while, because we can set up a defensive structure in this area and not have to worry about them rebuilding, hopefully. All right, so I'm going to pause the game real fast. We're going to bring our aerial production, which is... Where are we building airships at? All the way up here. Okay. So that's our ship manufacturer. It's going to go all the way down to there. Fantastic. These guys are going to come down here. And we are going to build another core if we can. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we have that. Get some power set up here as quick as possible. I'm pausing the game real fast because I just want to make sure I don't screw anything up, which I absolutely will. But I want to do it in the least screwed up way possible, if that makes sense. Okay. All right, and I'm going to mine the beryllium right away because that allows us to get the breaches set up. Okay, then go in here. Throw those in there like so. 2, 3, and 4. All right, boom, boom, and boom. Actually, I want to get the pathways for all that set up first. And we just have that one core left that we need to knock out. I don't know, real quick, the beryllium walls, that's 520, so times that by 4, it's 1080. Oh, yeah, that makes way more sense to build the big guys. It's double. All right. We'll get all of that established. All right, come on. I keep sounding like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. All right. But I'm just confirming that we're doing things. Like we're moving through. Prior to this, I'm still not sure what I'm doing. Let me not get overly confident here. But I feel better. All right, so these guys here. So we have a whole bunch of these locusts. Stalls we're going to pull out. These guys we have. Can I come over and attack that? Can I get over there? No, I can't. How about these? Can I get over there? Not that I'm aware of. Okay, so we definitely, without a doubt, at least in this section, need to have the mechs. So our mech fabricator requires what? Beryllium and silicon. Okay. That's fine. We can do that because we have this production facility back here, which has lots of both of those things. So we can get those set. So I'll put a mech fabricator here and there. Get the power set up. 1 and 2. This one's going to go away. I don't want them getting fired at. I just want them to exist. All right. Boom, boom, boop, boop, boop. All right. And then we just need to have this other setup here, which we'll use our duct router. We'll throw that into there. That one will go right there. Build that down. And then this guy's going to go like that. Okay. All right, and both of those, we're going to have output units over to there. And what if I really want to? How are we doing power other places? Oh, we're doing great. Okay. So what we're going to do here is plasma bore out this whole area. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. All right, all of that looks phenomenal. Make sure all of that is outputting along those paths. And basically my goal right now is just to make sure all of that gets down to here. I don't want to be questioning, waiting, or doing anything other than just producing units as quick as we possibly can. We already have some mechs on the way. There should be 2 of those. Yeah, there's already 2 mechs on the way. Yay for us. This whole crew area here. Pull them back. Oh, the walls don't let us go through. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to open up those walls for a second. We're going to go here, and we have a blast door, which will allow us through, right? Like if I click on it. Okay, it goes down when our units are there and when they're back out through there. Oh, beautiful. I love it so much. And you see, we had a whole bunch of guys waiting in the wings. Oh, yay. Okay, let's go. We're going to let these guys build up a little bit. Nope. I just want that one locust. All right. And we're going to let those build up a little more. These guys, sure, they can stay there. You need to come all the way down here. Okay, I'm feeling better. Like we're gonna win this. Like that's not in question right now. It's just how fast can we win it? All right, I'm feeling good about life in general right now. I really dislike these things though. I really, really dislike these things because I don't know how to use them properly. Let's go ahead and put another power unit in here. If I just pipe this up there, over there, and up there. What does that do for us? Not a whole freaking lot. What is it? Oh, Did I? Yeah, I messed that up. There's just a little bit of water in all of that. This guy doesn't look like he's outputting it all to there. So maybe I'll put in a liquid router. The water level's going up. The drill speed's going up. Although I think it just goes up and then it goes away and then goes up again and goes away. We can get 45 of each of our units, which is phenomenal. I'm going to have to come back and play this area with all of the things. All right. Let's go cause some havoc. Oh, they are not happy with me. This is their stand. All right, we're going to try to draw their units back up here. Our core is under... Oh, just this guy. Okay, I don't really care about that. You need to get out of there, though. Come on. Move out of the way. Again, I don't really care about that core. I want to knock that out. Now I can start coming over here. And you guys need to attack this thing to the best of your ability. Now these guys can come over and support. You guys can come over and support. Come on. They're still making units, which is highly frustrating. Come on, baby. Knock them out. Knockout power, and they don't have the ability to make units anymore. There we go. All right, we shut down their ability to make units, it looks like. If I'm doing my looks here, they don't have that. Let's slowly wreck their ability to even feed those things. Not that it really matters, I don't think. I think we have this one at this point. Well, let's not tempt fate. We should have some aerial units. Yeah, baby. Come on. Come on down. Join the fun. And I just want to see if they have any other defensive units set up or if this is it. Nope, that's it. Okay. Fantastic. We're just going to knock that out so they can't focus on anything other than that. There we go. We captured that sector. That was a lot. That was more than I was planning on it being. I'm immediately going to go ahead and try to deconstruct all this stuff and get the resources for it. And I'll rebuild the bases and try to capitalize on everything here a little later. But folks, thank you so much for joining me. What is this sector called again? I don't even remember. Atlas or something like that. We got Split next. Onset, no. Lake, no. Atlas, yeah. That was Atlas. Super fun little sector. Very interesting. And do we have any new tech? It does not appear to be so, but man, I'm really enjoying going through this one. I really like how this game is set up so far. The things we have to do and the different ways of approaching it. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable in approaching some of this stuff. And I want to thank you for joining me as we continue this journey together and seeing what we have. But that's going to wrap up our longest video for far in this section, and I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.